What up, motherfuckers? Don't let everybody else who tweets you boys so I want back to the soothing sounds of Minecraft. The soothing sounds that have ever soothed with MrsMaaam. How's ma'am?
His eyes.
The one.
The MrsMaaam bandit.
MrsMaaam bandit. Coming from my balls.
Have you seen the videos of the hairpin bandit on Arc Ridders?
Yes, I have. Okay. So, we last left off. I don't remember what we did, but did I do anything extraordinary? We bred the wisps. So we have a bunch of them now, and then I made them all follow me on accident. And yeah, didn't go over very well. So we got most of them back in their respected homes. So now I'm on the quest for netherite, and I had some dudes with me. I don't know where they are anymore.
Where am I? I am hearing zombies.
You're hearing zombies.
Yeah, down here in your basement.
That's not surprising. I'm very scared.
You know something I have learned that causes me great joy?
What?
I have the wisps collecting eggs, and we have like 25 chickens right now.
Oh yeah?
And so, yeah, so then they just go around and they collect it, and then I just go like, cause they just hand me like stacks of 12 of them.
Nice.
There's so many eggs in the house right now.
Right on. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get down.
Can you... I need the... What is the website? Used to look at the map.
Chunk base? I think it's called.
Oh, seed map?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's called... Ow! Ow! No, 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 no. Ouch! What is beating me up? Why am I getting beat up? Why am I lagging? Am I lagging? I'm dropping frames.
I mean, we're a little choppy there for a second.
Oh, I'm dropping mad frames.
Probably because I... Okay, how's that?
All good now. Oh shit. Really? It got that bad when you fired up Google?
You didn't like me looking at Google.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to somewhere safe. And then you can do whatever you need to do. Just let me get
I just wanted to look up where the ocean coordinates were.
Okay, just let me get to safety. Okay.
Do you still have the seed map open? Are you able to get me the coordinates faster?
Okay.
Maybe then, if you look it up, it won't mess with the stream so bad.
I don't see why it would... Yeah, what the fuck? I'm on... Okay, what are your coordinates?
206, 66, 12.
Not the nether. 206, 66, 12. And you're looking for an ocean.
Yeah, like a tropical. Yeah, I just want some tropical fish.
There's ravines, ocean ruins. Igloos, probably,
Which,
or shipwrecks. Okay, get rid of geodes. Get rid of. Oh, okay, yeah. Trial chamber. I don't know what the fuck that is, but probably ocean ruins and shipwrecks.
whichever one will give me tropical fish.
Okay, there's a small cold ruin. Basically, right outside the house. There's another one. There's a sunken ship. Okay, are you ready for the coordinates of the sunken ship? But like,
Yes.
what's that purple? What's the purple? What's purple? Is there a thing that tells me what purple is? There's not a thing that tells me what purple is. Yeah, why am I not dropping frames when I do it? The fuck? Okay, it looks like there could be an ocean. Oh, deep ocean. Deep cold ocean, deep cold ocean, deep ocean. This one has a star. 5 small ruins. Negative 136.
Negative 136.
Yep, and then the last coordinate is negative 2,152.
What?
Yeah. So it is about
Negative 2,000 what?
negative 2,152. So 2,000 blocks away from you. But that's
No fucking way.
But that's where the ocean is. Otherwise, there's deep cold ocean. Deep cold ocean would be negative 456, and then negative 168. The depth is unknown.
What?
It's an ocean. It's a deep ocean.
Okay, wait. Where to find tropical fish Minecraft? In warm oceans.
Warm oceans. Okay. That's a river.
Lukewarm oceans.
Oh, I got
lush
one.
caves and mangrove swamps.
Okay, I got a lukewarm ocean. Ready?
Okay.
It also has a small warm ruin. The warm ruin is 1,448, and then the last one is negative
1,000. What?
The first one is 1,448.
Okay.
And then the depth is unknown, and then negative 1,224.
Okay.
There's a ruin at that exact spot, but the ruin is under the water. The water around that ruin is lukewarm ocean.
on the on those coordinates.
Yes.
1448 by unknown by 1224.
Negative 1224.
Negative 1224. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you want to go on an adventure with me?
I can.
You don't have to. I can go on it by myself, but I'm just asking if you'd like to.
I can come with you. An extra set of hands in unknown area would probably be good. We would need magma cube and soul sand.
Okay. Do we have those things, don't we?
Yes. Shit, it's probably dark out. Yep, it's dark out. Fuck, run. Okay, I gotta clear out my inventory because my inventory is filled with pickaxes because I was prepared to go fight or to go look for netherite.
Okay. Killing these zombies with eggs.
With eggs?
Yeah. So I'm in the chicken coop right now.
You can go to sleep. I'll meet you there. I'm almost at the house.
I know, but I just was out here, and the eggs were just in my inventory.
Okay. I think
just got another egg.
I think the wisp died. You have a zombie coming up behind you. Oh. Oh shit.
In the pen.
What?
In the enclosure?
No, outside of it.
That wouldn't surprise me. I know. Ah, you may not rest now. What do you mean? What the fudge?
The fudge.
Where? Are you on the roof? Ah. Oh. I don't see no monsters. Ouch. Ow! Ooh. Ooh,
Monsters.
Buddy's shooting me.
Oh no, there's monsters. There were monsters about, Mrs.Maaam.
Quick, go to bed.
Yeah, so I think Poppy and Charlotte died.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know where they went. Okay, clear out my
Things
inventory.
spawned.
Probably. Okay, I'm just gonna put all that shit. What? Okay. Can go in here. Sure. Whoa.
Oh, honey.
This and that. This. Yes. Alright, good to go.
you have enough food?
Yeah, I got potatoes, 19 potatoes, and 33 cooked pork chops.
And a boat?
I do believe that there is a boat outside somewhere. I did have a boat. But I'll bring a bed.
Yep, yep, there's ones in the interior design. Extras.
Sounds good.
Girl.
Do we need to reschedule?
No, I think we're okay now.
Wait a second, I'm level 25. Is that enough for... I'm gonna see if I can get Silk Touch. Fortune... Oh, I'm 5 levels away from getting another Fortune. Fortune 2, Unbreaking 1. Sharpness, Smite, Unbreaking. I'm gonna keep my levels. Buddy! What up, buddy? How ya doing, pal? Haven't seen you in VR in a minute. How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Buddy! We're about to go on an expedition. We're gonna go look for fishes. We're gonna go look for tropical fishies. And I need to get like 5 more levels. So my goal is to fight enough things to gain 5 more levels. And then MrsMaaam needs fish.
Mm-hmm.
You got your VR taken? What the fuck, dude? And you've been missing.
Why did I do that?
Missed the streams. Gotta pull it up on your fucking Chromebook. But I'm glad you've been doing good. Been doing all right. Playing video games. Keeping the fam bam in check. Well, that's more like what she's doing. But I'm just here existing, doing stuff. I managed to piss off a group of VR buddies because apparently they can't take a joke. So, buddy, that's good. The kid is giving her a run for her money right now. She's inconsolable and nothing pleases her. So it's just been kind of an event for her. I'm not even entirely sure if we're going to be able to go on this expedition. Yeah, but it happens. You know, babies be babies and shit. So, I'm going to go out here and find something to fight. In the meantime... No drowns? You. Give me... Come here, you. Get over here. Get over here. Yeah. Charlotte, you survived! No way. Alright, you can hold rotten flesh. Come here. Charlotte. Hold rotten flesh. Okay, where's Poppy and Holly? You! Oh my god, no way you survived. Hiya. No, give it back. Take rotten flesh. Take rotten flesh. Thank you. Nice. And then there should be no name. So, Charlotte? And then Poppy. Right? Oh no, you're no name. Where's Poppy? Is Poppy the one that didn't make it? Come here, you gooners. Yeah, we're looking for tropical fishies. We need it for the indoor aquarium that we have. MrsMaaam built it. Maybe I should have them holding bones. Do I have any bones? No, I should have one of them holding arrows. Oh yes. Okay, where'd you go? One of you, come hither. Oh. Thank you. Dankeschön. Okay, hold arrow. Nice. You can pick up arrows and shit. The other one picks up rotten flesh. The two things that I need the most in life. Yep, we have the coordinates for a warm ocean. It is MrsMaaam's got MrsMaaam's on baby duty. So we just gotta wait for that. And then we'll be whoa. What do you think you're doing? Are you Poppy? No, you're no name. You also have no name. Okay. You can hold egg. Cool. Rotten flesh, arrows, and egg. All of the things that I need in life. Oh, look at all these eggs. Look at you go. Yoink. Oh, nope. Yoink. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yep. Nice. How many eggs do I have now? I got 12. Oops. My bad, dudes. But yeah, we got the coordinates of the ocean. It's like 1,000 blocks away, which isn't bad. Who the hell be doing that now? Red Rover. Bring your big peen on over. How you doing, dude? Uh-oh. Oops. Oopsies. Hey, there's an egg. Yeah, get on that. How you doing, Red Rover? Appreciate you coming through, bro. Everybody's here. It's a fucking party in the USA. It was loud. But that's the point. That's the point of the jump scare. Is this Donkey Ollie? Ollie? What are you doing over here? You goombus. Goombus. That's not the word that I wanted to go with, but that's the one that came out of my face. Goombus. Put that in your dictionary. Goombus. If anybody starts acting like a dingus and a goober, you call them a doombus. A goombus. It's a new name for Among Us now, too. Among Us. Okay. Are you mine? What are you holding? Egg, rotten flesh, and you're goober. Look at his goober. Fish is going on. Fish is good. Yes, it's fish for aquarium. Like Dr. Seuss.
What?
People are talking in chat, talking about, things. Who the hell? It's Poppy!
What?
Poppy just came out of nowhere. Nice. Okay, what am I gonna have?
I've got 12 eggs.
Nice. I got my dude holding an egg too. Not.
Hun.
Yeah, no, not caviar. We're not fancy enough for that. We can't afford that shit. These things are called allies. Allies. I think they're allies. But you give them something to hold, and they go and collect it for you. So like if you're in a treacherous area, these little dudes will go and get it for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, but I need an empty slot, because Poppy is holding golden nuggets, because Poppy was helping me through the nether. Are you Poppy? Yeah, you're Poppy. Come here. Basically, yeah. Because you find them in a woodland mansion, and they're locked up in a cave, or locked up in cages and shit. They're locked up in cages, and then you can free them and then bring them home. But yeah, as long as they're holding something, they will follow you. Oh, I missed. I fucking missed. I threw a bunch of chicken eggs in the air and I missed. Sorry, MrsMaaam. So they were originally captured by the pillagers to be turned to Vex, so more like lab rats. I guess? I think so. But yeah, you can bring them back, and we have an entire enclosure of them, because we had like 6 or 7 of them. Don't do it. Don't do it. But we had like 6. I'm probably more on the 6 side. And fucking, we found out that if you give them amethyst while listening to music on a music box, they'll breed. So we got the coordinates for amethyst, and we went and we... Oh shit, there's a zombie on a horse. I caught a glimpse of him. I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef. I'm a vegetarian. I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. Take my pants off. Amethyst. Oh yeah, we gave them amethyst and they were listening to music, and they don't need like a partner. You just give it to them and then they just fuck. Yeah. They duplicate. That's okay, I've been hatching chickens all over the place. That's fine. We'll nickname him Cluck Norris. Okay. What's a Vex? A Vex is basically the wisps, but they're evil. The pillagers can spawn them, and then they fucking shoot a bunch of shit at you. Super deadly. Don't recommend. Alright, MrsMaaam. You ready to go on an adventure? Oh! Before we go on the adventure, I want to fight this guy. I'm gonna look at him in the eyeballs. I looked at him in the eyeballs. Oh my god, look at all those eggs! Get back over here. Get over here. Let me touch you. Let me touch you. Come back. Oh, he picked up a block. Watch out, Mrs. Babe. Oh, he placed a block. Oh my god, he's playing Minecraft. Where'd that sassy Sue go? Oh, I saw them. How could you? Ouch. How could I? Oh no, we're about to fucking die right in our front yard. Christ. Okay. You can stop holding eggs. I don't need any more eggs, thank you. Okay, stop holding eggs. You hold ender pearl. Oh, shit. I think I just stole your guy. Goober was yours.
Yep.
Okay. So who... Okay, Poppy is mine. I also have a no name. Where the fuck is Goober? Goober, give me that. Give me that shit, Goober. And you, Poppy. Ouch! Christ almighty. This is bullshit. Get over here. Take Ender Pearl. Thank you. Run for my fucking life. Okay, before we go on this expedition, would you like me to bring the swaddle up?
Oh, that would be great.
Okay.
They have her wrapped in at least one right now, but
Okay, I'm gonna go inside. Okay. A Vex is a meanie little demon fucker that can phase through shit and has swords to attack you with, and they are also summoned by the pillager that summons the crocodile head things. What Hidden Emotion said? He's got it. Hidden Emotion knows what's up in the Minecraft world. Okay, but I'm gonna go on a clip break. I gotta bring a swaddle up, and then we should be good to go on an expedition. Exactly. This is better? Yeah.
Sorry, please, what are you? What the fuck was that? Sorry.
Run for your life.
Why'd your face get so serious?
Why are you looking at my face?
Because you got quiet so fast. Distracted by your face.
I'm locked in, man. I ain't giving a fuck about my face. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about where the fuck Sonic's gotta go.
Don't pick it up and don't play it. So I'll get the camera. Let me just put the thermometer down.
Pick it up and play it!
No, honey, the ghost
do
will
it.
kill us.
Don't do
Pick
it.
it up and
Ooh.
play it!
Don't ask me twice. Let's go.
RJ, no. RJ, no. RJ, no. RJ, no. RJ. RJ.
I always loved you guys, you know?
RJ. I don't want to get caught in the sus crossfire. I don't want to get caught in the sus crossfire. RJ.
Alright.
Thank you, thank
Put
you.
it down.
Well, later on in the hunt, if we're still alive, then you can do it. But right now, let's just cover some bases first.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Okay. Don't worry, homie. I won't kill all your... Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Leave them alone, dude. What the fuck? I'm getting bullied! I'm getting bullied! They like didn't even touch it! What?
About my life, I knew I hated long hallways. I fucking... Oh my god. And I knew it looked familiar. Come on, shoot it. Get in the fucking... Come on. Oh my god, I'm out of ammo. Move, get out of the way. Run.
Holy fuck, it's a Squirtle squad. Can I get a Squirtle? I'm sorry. I just wanted one of you. Was that so bad? Am I a scary guy? I'm sorry. Wait a second. Yeah! Squirtle shades! Fucking styling now.
Okay. Alright, once you get on like a straightaway, I'll activate. I wonder if I could jump this bridge.
Right here.
Yep.
Right here. Now. And then pull back.
Yeah! Dude! Fucking right! That was... Boink. Boink. Ooh, how'd you feel about that? How'd you feel about that, huh? How'd you feel about that? Look like you think we're looking down, looking at your feelings. Think about your feelings. Think about you and your bitch-ass family. Yeah! Yeah! Ah! You think about that, you bitch.
That's an amazing way to go. They went out moaning, feeling good. Maybe.
Maybe not if they're pelted.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, that was right in front of me. Holy fuck, I almost walked right into him.
What the fuck? What, did you see it?
Yeah, I almost walked right into it. It was right here.
Yeah, you like running around in circles, man. Shit. What you shooting at? What you shooting at? Think I'm trash? Nah, I'm not no trash.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
I want these back. What is that? What the fuck is going on?
Nice. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Nice. Oh. Yeah, fuck him up. That little dude is just the length of my sword. It was perfect. Nice. Fuck.
Oh my god! Oh my... Dow has returned. Missing Emotion and Red Rover have been having a chit-chat. Talking about spears and buddy of buddies. Latest one is, that's sweet. It's nice to see that this game still gets updates for how old it is. That is pretty fucking crazy. This game is fucking probably older than me. Probably older than me. And it still gets crazy updates that even I don't know half the shit that goes on anymore. Every time we log back on, like it's like a new phase. We come in phases, and then it just every time we come on, there's just new shit. Like all of a sudden there was like armadillos and shit. Yeah, but I mean, people don't really play the game for the end. Okay. We are similar age, and I'm older than Minecraft. Okay. Okay, someone's giving me eggs, and I don't want them... MrsMaaam, can you come take one of these dudes? I have 14 eggs.
Which one is the one giving you eggs?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, they just dropped me more eggs.
Well, stop running away so I can take the eggs. Okay. That one's mine.
It's...
This one. Come here.
Oh!
Ah,
What are you doing?
Give it one. Take it.
Oh, there's another one over here. Okay, this is mine. Okay. Because I got Poppy holding an Ender Eye. I have No Name holding Rotten Flesh. And then I have Charlotte holding arrows. Alright, I'm ready. Similar in age and older than Minecraft, barely. Okay, so we're just barely older than Minecraft. Armadillos can be used to make wolf armor with the scute. No, wait, we can make wolf armor?
If you can make horse armor, that makes sense. You can make cat armor?
Yes, it stops one-shot dogs, so they take at least 2 shots before death, and you can repair it. That's crazy! What? Alright, MrsMaaam, we gotta go find some armadillos.
We have to go this way. Did you have a beard?
Yes.
That's cool.
And I think I have 2 mechanical arms. Alright, which way are we going?
This way. We have to go to the back of the house.
The back of the house.
Over by the apartment.
Oakley dokley. I'm on my way. There's a wisp way. Oh, that's you. Alright, here we go.
Negative 1448 by 1224.
Following you, MrsBabe. No cat armor, sadly, but they don't attack. So yeah. Got any bits yet this week? I have not. But I think last week Sega and Master Wheeler resubscribed. So I think I have a couple subscribers now, which is cool because I was playing Helldivers. And they play Helldivers. And they wanted to watch without ads. Which makes sense. I wouldn't want to watch ads either. That's why MrsMaaam MrsMaaam is subscribed to me. She's subscribed to me, so basically she's paying me money to put money back into our account. And then fuck it, just so she can watch without ads.
I don't like ads.
Did you bring a bucket?
I brought 5.
5 buckets. Holy bananas. Oh yeah, that'll get your fishies. We'll be able to get all the fishies.
Yeah, I want to put some in the pond in the backyard.
Nice. Hidden Emotion says smart buddy yet.
Thank you.
Holy sh! Red Rover!
What'd it do?
Red Rover just gifted 1,000 biddies and said Merry Chrysler.
Holy shit.
Thanks, Red Rover. I'll do more ollies after stream. And I'm not.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. But I'm not wearing. Hidden Emotions says, anyways, gotta go to bed. Hopefully, see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, so we'll be playing Fortnite with the dudes. But yeah, you gotta do good stuff to your mom so that way you can get your VR back. Take that whatever which way you will. Look at these tropical fish! Oh my God, look at this! Look at this! Look at that thing down there!
Where are you?
Do you see that? It looks like a shell.
That's what she said.
Oh, it's the nautical shell.
It's a what?
The nautical shell thing that sometimes the zombies hold.
That's what that is?
Yeah. They will murder you.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Or they hurt you.
That's not good. I have a wisp in my boat. Some Alabama stuff was just said. And Red Rover's confused. Oh,
what?
I don't know. But I lost you. Okay, I found your dot. I'm coming.
Sorry, I thought you were reminding me.
No, I was still mesmerized by that thing. But yeah, Red Rover, I'll do some more ollies after stream. I'm not wearing the right shoes, so it might be an event again. Okay, you're this way now.
I found a sunken pirate ship.
The shells are alive
Oh,
now.
this is where I've died before.
They also have zombie variants. They are ridden underwater. Anyways, your potential Minecraft wiki out. Alright, have a good rest of your night. Hidden. What's up? What's up?
Okay, so I died here a long time ago.
Okay.
At this particular location. And my stuff was still here.
No way!
I just picked up 2 more buckets, 48 loaves of bread, a stone sword, and my warp fungus on a stick.
That's pretty crazy, MrsMaaam.
And my boat is here. Did you see that? My
Nope.
birch boat.
I did not, but fucking I forgot to bring magma cubes.
Yeah, there's a wisp in my birch boat now.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's your wisp.
Okay. I'm gonna go down and check that chest. Unless you already checked it.
No, I had not. I died.
Okay, there's a bunch of paper, a bunch of books, and a treasure map.
Ooh.
Okay, going. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, I'm not sure if there's any more chests down there. I didn't bring an axe.
I have an axe.
Okay. We don't have any magma cubes.
I don't have those.
Okay, we might have to take a trip back, because if we're gonna hang out underwater, we're gonna need a way to breathe under there.
Well, we have the location, so we can just come back here. We can keep going to our final destination.
Oh, this isn't the final destination?
No, the warm or the lukewarm ocean or whatever it was. There's no tropical fish here.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna take dish boat, because there's a wisp in it. Okay. Onward and upward. Okay. Good night, buddy, and buddyette, and buddy. Good night, buddy. Hope to see you again soon. It was nice seeing you.
Good night.
What the oh.
We have to get around this island. Are you behind me?
Yes. Me and my wisps. I feel like I'm missing a wisp.
It's in the back of my boat.
Okay.
I have Charlotte.
It looks like the treasure is on the other side of this island too.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, we're filling out the map.
Cool. Is that iron?
Iron. I didn't bring
It is
my.
iron.
I didn't bring my good axe.
I have mine.
Oh, Red Rover says if we find the treasure, we get the biddies.
Oh, shit.
Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Okay, I gotta break this boat so the wisp comes out.
Wait, I'm not with you.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, oh.
Ow! Oh my god, he's got a trident! Oh my god, he's got a trident! Holy shit!
Whoa.
Oh my god. Is he shooting at your boat? Don't die, Mrs.Babe.
Yeah.
This is a terrible spot to die. Okay. No, stop, motherfucker.
We should find a spot and sleep through the night real quick.
Or we could just stay out on the ocean. We'll be fine. Just zoom around the ocean.
Thought we were getting the treasure.
Oh yeah, treasure. Okay, so I think it's on the other
Something
side.
is glowing over here.
I think it's the glowing seaweed. Bonk.
Where is it? You gotta
Uh,
lead the way now.
it's
Is this like castle ruin? Where there's moss covered cobblestone.
I'm pretty sure that's a mob spawner on the other side of that.
Ooh.
Okay, so I think it's on this island. Because now I'm right next to the X. Okay, so I think it's around here, over here. Alright, pick up the boat. And then place...
We should sleep real quick.
Yep. Sleeping.
Right. Ah!
Nice.
You still have my axe.
Okay. Where did you go? There you are.
Thank you.
Yerp.
It gave me pants.
He gave you pants.
Mhm.
Nice.
Okay, now we're to Capitan.
Around here somewhere. There's foxes!
Hey.
They were sleeping. Look at this pooch! Do you have any bones?
No, I didn't bring any. Are you sure that's not a bear?
Oh shit. Yeah, Red Rover thought that was a bear too. I don't think there's bears in Minecraft. Is there bears in Minecraft? I don't know. Now I'm scared. Okay.
Oh no, it's a dog.
Okay, cool. I'm a
Just kill
motherfucker.
some skelliemans.
Yeah. Pandas are bears, but that was a black bear. I think there was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? What the? Something just growled at me.
The dog?
That is a dog. I hear a pooch. Pooch? Where's Pooch?
There's a goat.
Oh no! Be careful of the goats. They will ram you. I know that. Oh, there it is. It's a black pooch.
Yeah, and that's what this one is. I made it grow up.
Can I give you wood? Can I give you stick? Is that a new update? Can I give you stick? No. Fuck, man. Okay, your head popped up when we were over here. So it's gotta be around here somewhere. Because now I think I just did a full circle from where we just were. Okay, where's my boat? I don't know which dot is which.
What do you mean, which dot is which?
Okay, so I'm the bottom dot. Oh shit, so I'm way off.
Where are you?
I don't know. I think I need to take a right.
I see your dot, but I don't see your
I'm in the water.
name tag at all.
Right now I'm in the water. I'm trying to find this thing. There's a sheep. I don't know which way I gotta go.
I just found a white dog.
That's normal.
I have never seen a white dog before.
All the dogs are white.
No, white. Like, white. Like, just pure white.
Oh.
Like, all the other dogs look like German Shepherds.
Oh, I guess I remember in the old update, or like in old Minecraft, all the dogs were white.
Oh.
That's why I was just like,
'Cause I've
aren't all
never
dogs
seen
white?
a white dog.
Okay. I'm on the other side of the island.
Ow. Ow.
So like you gotta cross a river to get to me. I'm trying to find this thing. But I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I think it's up further. What does subscribing to you do? So I think you pay
It pays
like,
you monthly.
yeah, you pay me every month, and then it gives you channel points a lot quicker, and you can watch without ads. But if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Because that's what I do with my buddy Torgy Bear 58. Because I help him make clips and shit. Because sometimes he doesn't always have his clipper up. So I go back and rewatch our streams, and then I make clips. How you doing, MrsMaaam?
Trying to find you. I'm in like a river thing between the island.
Yep, I crossed the river, went to the other island. My coordinates are negative 1164, 110, negative 877.
So did you went up the mountain?
Yeah, I jumped over the mountain and shit.
Oh.
Thanks, Red Rover. Red Rover just resubscribed for 1 month. And I think I found it.
Nice.
No ads would be nice. Like the 5th time I had an ad, I don't think I have Amazon Prime. Oh shit. Amazon Prime comes in handy. Get that same day shipping and shit. What the fuck is that? I just found a blue chicken.
I've been telling you.
Hey, yeah.
I've been telling you for a long time about the blue chickens.
Well,
And you didn't believe me till just now.
Because it's a blue chicken.
I've been telling you.
Yeesh. Okay, but I think I
Telling
found.
me I'm fucking crazy.
Because you are crazy. Off your rocker.
Sure. But I'm only that way because somebody made me that way.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's my fault.
Yep.
Also, I found it.
What were your coordinates again?
Negative 1066, 64, negative 879.
1066.
Yes. Oh, fuck, I turned it all to sticks. Fuck, I need wood. But yeah, also,
So glad Al finally sleeping.
maybe that's why she was so inconsolable.
Oh, I think so.
She was just a sleepy baby.
We're tired. There's a lot going on today.
Yeah. But also sorry about the ads. I tried to make it as minimum as possible, but also I tried to find like a in-between point because also I get money for ads, like the ad revenue. For me having ads, I get money for people seeing those ads or for having them on the channel. But also, if you subscribe, then you don't have to deal with it. Little bit of what's it called? It's like goodness for both of us. You don't have to watch ads.
Quid pro quo. Quid
Huh?
pro quo.
Oh yeah, greedy companies for
That's what it's
sure.
called.
It's bro code, is that what you said?
Quid pro quo.
Quid
Scratch
pro.
my back, I scratch yours.
Oh yeah. What MrsMaaam said.
Okay, and negative 10 what?
Negative 1064, 64, and then negative 864.
Negative 8.
Yep.
I'm close.
Close, but no sugar.
Almost there. I got distracted by iron.
Iron is good.
Hammer with your axe, you fool. Then 64. 64. 8. 66. Oh shit. Okay, let's sleep real quick.
Yep, I'm working on building myself a little hole.
Just lay your bed.
I'm digging a hole so I'm safe. Because I hear drowns and skellimans and shit. Uh-oh, I might die.
Oh my god, no.
Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Oh, there's an Enderman.
Just keep your eyes down.
Okay, 10. I have to go this way.
Yep.
Hey, the doggy. The number is going up, not down.
You're going the wrong way. So, that island that was like across that river, I'm just on the other side of it. Like, I'm pretty sure you can get to me going around that island. I'm lighting up the island, so even if you're like swimming at night, you'll be able to see me. Or see my island. There are creepers about.
Oh.
I see your head.
Oh, hi.
Hi, MrsMaaam. You made it.
I have arrived. Finally.
So it is around here, and I'm thinking I might have the creepers explode over here to see. There's a creeper over there. Be careful, be careful, 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 careful. Hey, you. Over here. Okay, creeper wanted nothing to do with me.
What the hell just happened?
Nothing?
Who died?
I think Charlotte died.
No!
I had a plan, and then Charlotte flew down. Oh, yeah, but that's why I built the crafting tables, because I wanted to build a shovel. Charmander says, "Hey, little baby."
Baby was definitely saying it.
They knew Charmander was in the presence. They were saying, "Hi, Charmander."
So it's specifically in this area over here somewhere?
Yep. The X is exactly right here. But that doesn't mean that it's right here. It could be anywhere on this island. But it's probably in the gravel. But how you do?
Gravel.
Yeah. But that's why I built a crafting table, so that way I could build a shovel to get through the gravel faster. Oh, I found it.
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
What's in it? Wow.
Wow, wait, look at all this iron.
Heart of the sea.
Yeah, I don't know what that's for. But an iron spear, a bunch of cooked cod. I'll take the spear, because I'm going to need that for whatever is coming. Thanks, Red Rover. Red Rover gifted 1,000 biddies saying, "Good job." That's a whole lot of titties. That's a whole lot of tickle
He did
bitties.
say.
That's awesome. Thanks, man.
Funny.
Red Rover also sent a link. HTTPS Twitch TV solid. Oh, it's a clip. Oh no! You did not clip Charlotte's death.
Oh no!
What is that? Prismarine crystals? I'm pretty sure that's used to build a beacon. Okay, there's a chest. I can't pick it up. Drop the gravel. Okay. My inventory is officially full.
We haven't found my fish yet.
No, we have not. Ouch!
Oh goodness. Get the
Jeez.
shit out of me.
I scared you.
Yes.
You hit me with a diamond sword.
Because you scared me.
Okay. Thanks for the biddy,
I thought
Red.
you were another zombie.
Yeah, I'm a zombie.
I've never seen you with a spear before.
I gotta throw this at you. But thanks for
No, I
the...
was like, for sure that's a drowned coming at me.
No. Where's the activity feed? No. Wait, I don't want the activity feed. I want to see my sub goal. I'm 75% of the way completing my goal. He gone. Oh, hidden emotion activated a thing. Where is my... Why can't I see my chat? What? Oh, here it is. Okay, I gotta see this clip that Red Rover put in. You just hear...
Is it her death?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're just like, who died? And I was like, I think Charlotte died, and it ends with you going, no! Oh shit, you're taking off. Okay, hold on, I'm coming. She's vomiting. Alright. So we're off to your coordinates to go get your fishies?
Yes.
Okie dokie. We should be nearby, aren't we?
This way.
I'm gonna say, why are we
We have to
zigzagging?
go 14. Because I was trying to figure out which way I needed to go to have both numbers going up. We have to get around this island.
Baba Black Sheep, had baby. I found the albino dog. It was crazy seeing an albino squirrel at your parents' place. I haven't seen one since my uncle died.
Oh, yeah. Yep, every now and again. There's an albino one and a black one.
Yeah, your dad was telling me that it like hangs out on the fence and he'll just see it run by. Look at all those pooches! I don't have any boners. This is tease.
You know, I really did think about bringing bones, and I was like, nah,
I did too, and then I got distracted.
fine.
There's a few albino squirrels that hang around your town. Right on. Yeah, I thought albino squirrels were just like always a sign of death. Because the only time that I ever saw albino squirrels were the days of people's like funerals and shit.
If they were somehow linked.
Yeah, I thought an albino squirrel, because like pale, death. So I thought it was like linked. I think this is the furthest we've ever traveled away from home.
Yeah, I think so too.
Look at those dogs! They got black snoots! No! I want to kidnap... I have a lead. I have a lead.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidnapping him. Come here.
How do you have a lead?
Cause, remember Boris died?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I have a plan. I have a plan. Get out of my boat.
Oh, that's cute. It looks like a chow chow.
I like his black snoot. Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Oh, there it is. Okay. You. Get... Place boat. You. Come in boat. We're about to have a zombie situation. Yes! Yes!
I wonder if I can kidnap the puppy.
No! This is my pup! Oh, you want like a puppy of your own? No, you have a wisp in the back of yours. You have to destroy your boat and place it again. But be careful, there's a zombie underneath.
I think I got it in my boat.
You got a boat? Yeah, you got
Did
him!
it?
Yeah, you got him! I'm gonna nickname him Snoot.
Snoot.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Did you hear the way it barked?
I heard the way mine bark, yeah.
I went bark.
It's probably because there was a skeleton on the ledge up there. It's like, look out! This is awesome. We found treasure, we got Snoot, and we're gonna get some tropical fish. This is the greatest adventure ever.
Oh, don't say that till we get home.
I mean, our way is basically only water. We could survive water.
True. We're almost there.
My inventory is full, so I do not think I will be able to help you with your fish
Well,
grab.
that's okay. Mine's like completely empty.
Wow, wow. Wait, did you say that the coordinates were like 14 or something?
Yeah, we gotta get through this. We gotta get around this. Through these islands.
Bah.
My dog is growling.
Bah. Oh, your dog has red eyes.
Why?
I don't know. But it's looking at you and it's got red eyes. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's not so angry anymore.
I'm scared for my licenses.
Your baby dog is just gonna nibble off your elbows.
Yeah. I heard it growling and I was like, what is happening right now?
I think it has red eyes when it's still wild and it sees a sheep.
Oh.
But I can't
Oh
see
my
it
god, this is the longest way around this island.
Red Rover says negative 1,000 or positive 1,000. I'm pretty sure it's negative 4.
Negative 1448, 62, negative 1224.
God.
But I thought we could get through this island and we're traveling forever.
I will say this is
Oh my
definitely
god, the end.
this is definitely a scenic route.
Over here. Yeah.
Do we need to take a right here?
No, take a left.
Are you sure? Because the number's going up this way. Right now
We
we're
need the last number to go down.
Oh, what the fuck? So confused.
Like I said, we're going the scenic way.
Okay. Fuck it, let's go. Have some RJ tunes in the background.
As we're taking our cruise.
Yep. Me and Snoot. Fucking adorable. Can't wait to put some armor on you. You're gonna survive. I know it. Because I swear to God, I bred my dog like a bunch with her animals, with her dogs, and all of the dogs are hers. Yeah, my gaming schedule is normally the same. So, Monday is swapped between... Uh-oh, there's a witch. Monday is swapped between Fortnite and Phasmophobia. Tuesdays is Pokemon Reborn. Wednesdays, Thursdays, I have off, unless her and I feel like doing Minecraft. Otherwise, Fridays will either be Arc Raiders or Helldivers. Like this week, this Friday is gonna be,
What is that?
this Friday is gonna be Arc Raiders. And then Saturday is gonna be Dead Space.
What is that?
I don't know. And then Sunday is gonna be, oh, that's an unfinished, Ender Portal. I'm gonna take that. Oh my
What
God.
is happening?
Oh no, my dog. My bolt just got stolen. Okay, but yeah, magma cubes bring you down. I need my boat back. Okay, Pooch, come in. What the fuck? Oh shit, Mrs.Maaam, we got drowns.
A golden hole with silk touch.
No way! Okay, I need my Pooch to get in this boat. Ouch. Get in the boat! Get in the boat! Get in the boat! Get in the boat! Out!
Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh my God, there was a drown in my boat.
It's a baby drown.
Fuck off.
Hold on, I got it. Got him.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now I need to get this guy back in the fucking boat. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this lead off. Wherever it went. Okay, got it. Swap this with the diamond pickaxe. Go.
Yeah, that's right. Run away.
But that's awesome. Now we can get your beehives.
Not with a hole.
I don't think it matters. I think as long as it's silk touch.
Silk touch on breaking 3, efficiency 4, plus 2 attack damage. Golden leggings, fire protection 1.
Okay, hold on. I missed what you said. I was kind of locked in.
This is the most we've ever adventured out. Treasure map? Oh, that's the one you must have found.
Yep. Okay, now I need to get back in the boat. With my Pooch. Me and Snoot.
It's
Alright.
Snoot Dog.
Yes. Snoot D-O double G. Alright. We did it. Oh my god, we're negative 2,000. We're so far from home.
I know, this is crazy.
Bow wow. Goober is struggling very, very much to try to keep up with you.
Right?
Him and his egg.
Better fly faster. Okay, the problem is we need to be here, but also like 1,000 like ways that way.
This way?
Yeah.
So
Through
why
the
don't?
mountain.
So why don't we just go? Okay. Because we can't go through the mountain.
I know.
So I think we should. Oh fuck! We have the dogs.
Yeah.
So maybe we go.
Where's the next one? Where's the next closest location to where we're at right now with coordinates?
Okay.
We're already out this far.
Okay. Our coordinates are. Hold on. Negative. Where's the negative? Negative 2,283 and negative 1,365. Go. Okay, there's an ocean. I think right where we just were. Okay, that's another river. Another river. Fuck, where are we?
2287 62 1388.
Okay. And right now... So... Wait, where did you go? Okay, there you are.
Over here.
So, behind me is the river that just came to the dead end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we...
I think.
So if we follow the river that is... So this is an ocean right here. This is just a regular ocean. But if we... But if we take this way and then take a right... and then follow that and still go right, it should lead us around this mountain. Because you said...
I'm following you.
That's a cold ocean. Deep cold ocean.
No, we need a warm ocean or a lukewarm ocean.
Oh, okay, so we need to go... Okay, we need to go to a stony shore. So we need to go to negative 2,597.
Okay, what's the last number?
Negative 586. So this way. This way. Because right now we're in a regular ocean. So this will lead us to a stony shore, and then we run across the stony shore and keep going straight, and that will lead to a lukewarm ocean. 1605. 1605 right here. Oh my god, that's a jungle. 20. 1,586, 2,599. Yep, right here. Oh, but the fucking dog! What?
A dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tropical fish.
There's tropical fish here?
Yeah.
There's a puffer fish. Do I have? Okay, I do. Are there different kinds of fish, or is it just the one kind?
Just the one tropical fish from what I'm seeing.
I mean, I could try to stay.
I can't catch it.
What?
Got it. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I'm drowning. Ow, what does that mean?
Oh shit! There's a bunch of drown behind you.
The clownfish. Clown.
Oh, you scared me. Behind you! Behind you! Behind you! Swim! Swim! Swim!
Ow, 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 ow,
Swim.
ow, ow.
Sprint! Oh, I see a big purple fish.
What the fuck, bro?
I got him. There's a bunch of different kinds of fish down there.
Yeah, there's more spawning. Need a clownfish.
We need this big purple fish. Sheesh, party. Oh, I think I found a clownfish.
Uh-oh. I caught the fish I wanted and then immediately I let it go.
Oh no! Ouch! Fuck! It's hard to see down here. You okay? I don't know where you are anymore. There you are.
I'm behind you. I was drowning.
Can we get this big purple
Here, I
fish?
have some buckets if you want some.
My inventory's full. Ouch.
Which purple fish?
There's a big humongo purple fish. Oh, this one's not so humongo. Oh no. Miss Babe, there's a drown on one of those shell guys. We should
That's the
probably,
equivalent of the horse.
yeah, we should probably get out of the water.
I only have one tropical fish.
What? Fuck. Okay,
Oh no, I don't have any tropical fish.
what?
I haven't got any yet.
Okay, I'm gonna work on building us a little safe hidey hole.
I'm really bad at catching fish.
Okay, hold on. Let's come over here and place beds.
What? Leave me alone.
I guess I don't have my bed anymore.
What?
I think I left it back at the old place.
Fantastic.
Ouch. I can go try to find some sheep real quick. You just stay safe, Mrs.Babe.
The yep.
Oof. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Okay, zombie villager, witch. Okay, there's a bunch of watermelon over here. No sheep.
Well, you could also just come in the hole and we could just call it a night for now.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, it is 10 o'clock. How long have we been playing for?
I don't know. We've been playing for an hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a feeling that she's gonna need some attention here pretty quickly, and I'm gonna be all distracted.
I mean, I can try to...
I would hate for you to just be doing this on your own and then die and lose your inventory.
We lost a wisp.
Okay, we have like 10 billion more at home.
Oh, damn. But I tamed my pooch. Pooch is mine now.
Ha! Nice.
Well, I feel like we should make it home though, because we need to bring these pooches back, and they might despawn.
Do you think they're gonna despawn while they're in the boat?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but we can try
Try what?
getting back home.
You don't want to get your
I
trouble?
just need to get these.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just need to get the fish first.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm okay fighting through the night.
Well, you're gonna have to because I'm really bad at getting fish.
Are you getting fish now, or are you waiting until the sun is up?
Well, I'm gonna try to get some fish.
Okay.
Ah! Oh my god, it's a baby drown. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh my god! Leave me alone. It's a creeper, it's a creeper, it's a creeper!
Fuck, fuck, fuck!
Watch out! Oh my fucking god.
Run, 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 run! Shield up, shield up, shield up!
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not sun out. So, how a drown is formed is, a drown is a zombie that went into water and didn't get up in time. So technically they can come up on land because they were originally just zombies.
Here, give me something to hold. You try to get a fish.
Okay. Does it matter the fish?
No, I just want it to be pretty. Not a salmon and not a trout. Or
Yeah.
cod or whatever. The bulls are in here. There's the bulls? The bucket.
Okay, let's go into the safe house. Okay, so I need 3 inventory slots. Just in case. Okay. Here I go. You just want them to be pretty fish? Doesn't matter to the fish?
Mm-mm.
Apparently I'm bad at getting them too.
Yeah, don't understand. Do you have to get the water in the bucket first?
No, I think it needs to be straight on the fish. Watch out, there's a drum behind you. Does there need to be a water in the... Yeah, Red Rover. No, I think it just has to be the straight fish. Because, like, it pops up on the left. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I got a fish. Okay, I guess you guys were right. There has to be water in it first.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
Careful.
Oh, he's got a trident.
Swim away, swim away.
Woo! I tried. Woo!
Miss Babe.
This is me. Oh god.
Miss Babe.
He's tried.
Get out of the water.
Oh my god.
Get out of the
I'm
water.
trying. I'm trying. Oh my god.
Alright, I got fish. I didn't get my big purple fish, but I got fish. I got a goat fish. Yep. Alright, getting out of the water. There's a bunch of fucking tridents.
Hey, yeah. This guy's really bad at aiming.
Okay, hold on. Got him. He dropped a trident!
You did?
Yep. And it's mine now. Alright.
You able to pick it up?
Yep. Let's go home. Got 3 fish. I got a thread fin. I got a red cichlid and a goat fish.
Nice.
Let's go home, Mrs. Babe.
Shit. What the fuck?
Where are you? Where are you going?
Zombie was scaring me. Why am I? I picked up bamboo. Did you leave?
No.
Okay, good. Gotta go.
I got a cotton candy beta.
Ooh. trying to come back over this way. Explore the jungle.
Okay. All right, let's go home, MrsMaaam. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Yeehaw! We fucking did it.
Woohoo! Which way is home?
What?
I said, which way is home?
I don't know. I know it's like positive 200 or something. I don't have the home coordinates. And then we have to go through like 5 ravines. Not that way.
That's snow.
Where?
It is, up there.
Oh, probably. What up, Charmander? Glad you're still here, bro. We're about to get home. We have 3 fish. Cotton candy beta, red cichlid, and a goatfish. I wanted that big purple fish, but I couldn't find it, so I think it's a certain time frame. Oh, been lurking? Oh, right on. Thanks for lurking, Charmander. Locked on target. I could kill you and your dog right now.
Why?
'Cause I could. I have a spear and I can throw it.
That wouldn't be very nice.
No, I wouldn't. Which is why I would never, Mrs.Babe.
Thanks.
This has been a successful Minecraft stream. Successful Minecraft expedition.
He's just standing there,
Yeah.
menacingly!
I'm sorry, what? Patrick was saying that you're
Yeah.
just standing there menacingly.
Oh, I said we don't get too many of those.
No, we do not. Especially me. I die a lot. So the fact that we made it this far away from home and successfully did all of the things, and the way home is just water, we're golden. Charmander asked if the baby is sleeping.
Yes. For now.
Yeah, until I get upstairs and then we get comfy. Put on the stream for us to fall asleep to, because we fall asleep to the streams. So we'll put the stream on, we'll get comfy, and then as soon as we close our eyes, she's going to be upset.
Yeah, you have no idea how frustrating that is for me.
Sorry, Miss Babe.
I'm very tired. I don't just go to bed and just go to bed. I think this was a dead-end ravine, maybe. This is definitely not the way that we came.
No, I see the end over here. There's an opening. I know we went through a couple long-ass ravines.
Yeah, but this was not one of them.
Could be. I don't know. Charmander says, I'm sorry, Mama. Hugs.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
It's a lot of birch. Birch normally means around home.
Sometimes.
But yeah, you're right. This is not
We're
it.
still very far off. Whoa.
There's a beehive! Go try to collect it, MrsMaaam. But be careful, there's a skeleton. There's a skeleton. Beware, beware, beware! Get the fuck out of my way! Ouch. I'm gonna go try to fight it. Fuck. Zombie. Shit.
Creeper? Creeper on me.
Why do you have so many flint and steels?
I got it from a trophy chest.
I have
Not
more.
enough bones.
I have one more bone.
Watch out!
Fuck. Good job, MrsMaaam. Zombie villager. I got him, I got him, I got him.
Creeper?
Go try to tame your dog. I got the creeper.
Where's the oh. I don't have a bone.
I dropped one. Oh, I picked it back up. Here you go.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay, I see a skeleton. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, we got another skeleton over here. Nice.
I got one more bone.
I did not get a bone.
I dropped it. I dropped the bone in front of the guy.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. But can you?
Another skeleton.
Where? On it. Got him.
Oh! You scared the crap out of me. I almost hit you.
I'm glad you didn't because I was at like half hearts.
Jesus! I cannot beat him when he has red eyes.
Fuck. He is not happy with you.
Demon dog. I wonder if it's because it sees me hitting things.
No, I'm wondering if there's a sheep or something.
Ah, he's in love with me now.
Hooray! Alright, let's get the oh wait, gotta try for that beehive real quick.
There's a bunch of spiders. Spiders.
Got him.
Golden hoe.
God!
Oh, yep, got it.
Nice! Let's get the fuck out of here! Woo! Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna go out to the middle of the ocean, and then we gotta try to find the coordinates to home, because I don't know what it is. But if we go out in the middle of the ocean... Oh my god, hi, MrsMaaam. Jesus Christ.
It's
Charm
262, 3 something. All
Charm-
positive numbers, I think.
Yeah, Charmander says, sleep, little baby. Mama needs rest.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. We gotta go this way. No.
Okay, hold on. I want to eat something. Oh, I forgot that I can row and eat. Oh, that's so sick. We did all of the things.
Yeah, we're not home yet.
I know, but we're on the way home. We're 400 blocks away from where we were. Okay, but the far right number keeps going up, which is concerning.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're so incredibly lost.
What do we get for going so far away from home?
Yeah. We took a wrong turn at a ravine somewhere.
Yeah. Should we ask that creeper for directions?
Yeah.
One pair of pants later.
Yeah, one pair of pants later. Red Rover says running on land probably be faster now since the doggos are ours. Yes, but we
Oh yeah, that's true.
yes, but we're also in a bunch of trees, higher risk of death.
Yeah, those dangers are a lot more prevalent in the trees.
Yeah, there's no shade, so things won't just burn.
We are thoroughly lost.
We just gotta find where we were. What the fuck is that? Why is that purple? What is that?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Watch out, zombie.
Yep. Okay, my sword broke. My sword broke. Run away. Don't care anymore.
There's a lot of zombies.
I'm running away.
I got him.
But there's more.
I can get him.
Okay, okay. No! No!
Honey.
Fishy! I got him.
What the heck happened?
I accidentally placed the fish. Okay, yeah, let's just get out of here. Let's just go, Scoob.
Okay, honey. Okay, honey.
Oh, man.
Oh, honey. Okay. That's burnt. What are you doing, girl?
No.
Oh, poop. Oh, poop.
Oh my god. I can't. Ugh. Okay, he's dead.
Girl, what are you doing?
Alright, We're gonna go on a clip break real quick.
Shit. Move, bitch. Go, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh my god, this is like a fucking warper nest. Oh my god. No wonder nobody fucking survived down here. Oh god. Oh god. Not like this. Okay. We got it. As soon as I said it, I'm not getting scared too much. Yeah, and then these motherfuckers gotta show me how the job is done. Go away. Go away. Alright, cool. Thank you for letting that land in a nice and gentle spot. Okay, alright. Go.
Do I do that when he's walking around? I should probably not be singing in this.
Mr. Egg is looking at me very, very sexually.
Oh, I heard and I agree.
I want to pet his forehead. Like, I could just, like, with my finger right now, I'm just petting his forehead.
I mean, it looks like a nice forehead.
He has a pretty nice forehead.
I mean, I'd be pretty down for it.
Oh my god.
What happened?
That was like right in my ear
Oh.
when that happened, so I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
Oh, what happened? What was that?
Oh, Slaya, it sounded like,
Oh!
well. Nice distraction.
What happened? What was that? Oh, MrsMaam's dead. Yeah, we're gonna go with black. I want my hearty truffles. You can take my flint. Okay. I feel the piss brewing. Yep, they're gonna drop me in a pool with a bunch of rocks. How safe is that? Ah, my fucking eye! You
Where'd you find those?
Don't worry about where I found it, bitch.
Make good use of that.
I will.
Appreciate it. Between blight and malfunctioning grow lights, we can never have too many fresh seeds.
I'll show you fresh seeds.
Excuse me, what? Who are you talking to?
Okay, we have returned. I placed a chest at the end of that ravine so that way we know not to go down that way again. But yeah, we're just steady cruising. This seems right. All the numbers are going down.
Yeah, I feel like this looks a little familiar.
Oh, yeah, the spruce. Yep. Oh, thank God. We should have
We're
started.
not out of it yet.
I don't know, but we're going the right way. I remember the ravines and then all the spruce. What a nice boat cruise, Mrs.Maaam.
Yeah, now that we're at this point.
Who needs a vacation when you have
5 minutes
Minecraft?
ago. Yeah.
You just take a
5
boat.
minutes ago we were fighting for our lives.
Yeah. But we survived.
We did. Kept all our levels. Black sheep.
Baba Black Sheep. Oh shit. I remember that Black Sheep.
Just wish there was some Minecraft music
Yeah, me too.
to go along with this.
Yeah, I hate that Minecraft just picks and chooses when it's gonna play music. So I've just been having RJ's music up in the background.
Like, we're adventuring right now. We're not digging things right now. Doesn't mean that we're not doing nothing. Come on, Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like it's only when you're mining something is when when it plays music. Or when you're in hell. When you're in hell, there's constantly music.
Yeah, I get it. Minecraft. Like, but in order to trigger the music, that's what you have to be doing.
I guess. Gotta have a pickaxe out and you gotta be doing something.
I guess.
Okay, and I do believe from this point we need to go left.
Yes, I agree.
Aye, aye, come.
Yep, there's a pirate ship.
Oh yeah, so we need to go this way, right?
Yes.
We'll run into it. We know it's got to be like positive 200.
Yeah.
We're going in the right direction.
I wonder how they can row so much and not get tired.
Well, technically our arms aren't even doing anything. It's all like telekinesis.
Oh. Oh yeah, I suppose because I'm holding my shield and my sword.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is rowing.
I like to think it's telekinesis.
No, it's using its doggy paddle.
Oh. I believe it. Dogs are elite.
I lost you. I had to shift Alice. Oh, anyway.
We're almost there, Miss Babe.
Our next expedition, we have to go out on a... The boat paddles look so stupid, it looks like it's swimming.
Well, that's technically
Like it's
what
one.
Oh! Run!
Go, go, go!
Oh, please God, no! Please God, no, not like this! Get the fuck away from me! Anyway, you were saying?
It's supposed to be, the paddles are supposed to be splashing at the same time, but it looks like it's flipping its fins.
Oh, yeah. The boat is swimming. The boat is its own entity.
Yeah.
The boat is a living thing. Okay, follow the moon. Look at the moon head on, and that should be it. I see light. I do believe that that light is where I found a mine shaft. Or lava, one of the two.
And we do watch the moon and the sun rise from the bedroom window.
Oh yeah, we should have went from
there's
that.
another portal.
And there's the prison. We did it, Mrs.Babe.
Wow. We're impressed with us.
I'm pretty impressed with this.
Wait, if we have a raid, would they be able to get to our villagers?
Probably. Considering that the villagers are somehow getting out.
I don't understand.
Welcome to your new home, Snoot. Sorry, Snoot.
Oops.
Thanks, Red Rover. Thanks, Red Rover. We did it. We made it home. Fuck yeah, we did it. Where's Snoot? Get the fuck in here, Snoot. You can hang out in here. 'Cause you're cool. Where are you, Snoot? Snoot? Get the fuck in here. What are you doing? Come here. Snoot? Hello? Snoot? There you go. Come on, Snoot. Come on, Snoot. Come on, Snoot. Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Come on, Snoot. I swear to God, if you jump into that lava hole, I'm gonna lose it.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Snoot! God.
He's on the roof.
No, he's not. He's down here. Get over here. Snoot!
Oh, there's a zombie in golden armor.
Oh my God, he's outside. Snoot!
Oh.
What?
The little alley came and gave me like 16 eggs.
Nice. Okay, I guess Snoot's just gonna hang out outside, I guess. But I'm going to bed because I need to pee. Alright, holy shit. That was one hell of an expedition. And we made it home.
Beehive. I put the beehive on a tree.
There's a beehive on a tree?
Yep.
Good job, Mrs.Babe. Oh, your fish. Where do you want your fish?
Oh, I just got an achievement for it. Total bee location.
Nice. Where do you want your fish?
Just hold on to them for me. I don't know yet.
Okay. Alright, I'm sleeping. No! Oh my god!
What just happened?
I just beat the shit out of my dog with a spear or with a bow.
Why would you do that?
Because the bow was in my hand, I tried to get it to sit and it was the same button to shoot.
Oh no.
Yeah, Red Rover says, I think you need armor for your dog sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Accidents happen. Alright. But we appreciate everybody that came out, goof, gaff, and laugh with us. Missing Emotion, Red Rover, and Charmander. Appreciate all of you coming through, chill, chatting, lurking, doing what you do. It was awesome. This was a great stream. I had one hell of a time. We got all the expeditions done. Drove, what was it? 2,000 blocks plus away from home. And made it back safely with 3 fish. 3 fish, a bunch of emeralds and shit from a treasure chest, and a beehive. And new pooches! Shout out to Snoot. That's gonna be our new boy. And he already had a baby the second that he got here. So fuck yeah. But all the homies are down in the description down below. If you want to go check them all out. The HomieRjay, TorgyBear58, MrsMaaam, they're all down there doing things and stuff. Anything you want to say, Miss Babe, before we get out of here?
Nope.
Thanks for the biddies, Red Rover. That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, thank you.
But in the meantime, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass, get a drink of bros, I just nasty, no one to see, smell, and taste that shit, brother. Fuck you're into? Night, Red Rover. Have a good rest of your night, dude. What do I want to do here? This one.
There's a chicken in the basement.
That sounds about right. Peace out and whoop whoop.
Bye.
Gonna take the game, gonna make it mine. So I gotta stay up on my brain. It's with the liquor, so I can't waste time. Don't got time to worry, so I let them fly. Thinking about how the world can be a sweet place full of lies. Sometimes I wonder why, but whenever I'm in it, wrapped in mine. I ain't got no patience for no dumb shit. Take a blunt to the face, then I say fuck it. For all my loved ones, I ain't afraid of jumping. You want them bangers, homie, got the job. Well, if the music pop, start the fight. I just be vibing, I be feeling nice. I'm just trying to live and have the time of my life. This is so